Hey, good morning, afternoon, evening to you. Hey, so I wanted to address something that is happening.
Turn right onto North 4th Street, then turn right onto East Indian School Road.
In the American-born African... Can't turn that way. You said turn right. Oh, this heifer. Oh, you said turn right. I turned left. Okay. So, me and Siri. Anyway, I wanted to address something that's happening in the American-born African community and offer a solution.
At the stop sign, turn right onto East Indian School Road.
So something we're currently experiencing right now is what looks like a separation between people who consider themselves black,
turn right onto North 16th Street,
who were born in America and descendants of slavery, and people who consider themselves black who are from the continent of Africa. Just these two groups. And the issue is all about acceptance, I think, but also about understanding reality. So I recently had a conversation with somebody, and he said, he's from Ghana, by the way, and he said, Beyonce wants to be so African. And I was like, Beyonce is African. I'm African.
In 1 mile, turn right onto North 16th Street.
And it meant something to me that he said that. I think that it changed the dynamic of our relationship at that point too, because I was able to really hear from someone who was from where I consider to be my motherland say he ain't my mama and my people ain't his people. Now, this came out of a person's mouth directly to me. Now, of course, that's not the attitude of everyone who comes from that part of the world, but it's the behavior. So we're having this thing happening where in America we got issues that we face and tragedies that we've endured as Black Americans who are descendants of slavery, and nobody's come to fight for us, not nobody, including the people we came from. And now we are in 2020 going into 2021, and there is still this idea that we are not African. And if it's not widespread, it's widespread enough. So I was dealing with this thing a second ago. I was actually listening to Black Parade. It's on my work playlist. It's a song my daughter and I listen to every day as she prepares to go to school, and it's a song that I listen to as I work. And I'm listening to the song and I'm enjoying her big up her African heritage and her American African heritage. And
turn right onto North 16th Street.
There are some people who would look at that and be like, but she's not African. But she is. And so am I. And so we have this issue because I've had to confront in such a way my African-born African brothers and sisters, my Ghanaian brothers and sisters, Sierra Leonean, Lesotho, South African, Cameroonian, Zimbabwean, Rwandan. I mean, I'm having these conversations with people about respect and the lack of respect that they have for Black Americans. But they want to capitalize off of the struggle in the country that we built. But when we go through, they ain't got nothing to say. So it's a hard reality because I love the idea of connecting with my motherland. But my motherland isn't even open to me. I mean, there's a lot of talk and a lot of rhetoric about this golden door or repatriation, whatever. But there's no path, there's no funding, there's no real way. It's conversation. You know, some people and I have actively looked for the path to repatriate to Ghana. We can't find an active path. There's no application. There's no form. There's no office. There's no website. There's nothing. You go and you hope you don't get scammed out of housing because people know you're American and they think you're rich. You got a couple extra bags to make sure. It's not easy, but we've created a path here in America where people can come from all over the world and patriate for little to nothing and tax-free for up to 5 years, and then look down on us like we ain't shit because we ain't got shit when we built all this shit for them. So it's a hard reality. It's a very difficult dichotomy because I love being African and I appreciate culturally, but we have different political needs. African Americans, American-born Africans have different political needs than even the brothers and sisters we make way to come here. We got different needs. We have different struggles. So that's why I kind of understand the ADOS movement as a political movement, and now I understand even more that it is actually a political movement. That's why I understand it. Because, I heard Dr. John Henrik Clarke say we have no friends. And he was talking about Africans in general. But for real, we have no friends. And we have to align ourselves with each other and find out what's important as a group, as a people group. We have to see ourselves as, Black Americans. We deserve to see ourselves as a people group. We deserve to see ourselves as a language and a culture and a norm and a more and a way of life. And it doesn't all have to be ghetto, because that's not who we are. That is the impoverished us. Those are the side effects of slavery. But that's not who we are, because that's not who I am. That ain't my mama and my daddy. It's not us. We are not a monolithic people. We ain't all undereducated. We're not all illiterate. And we're not all happy with that, even those of us who are those things. We're not happy with it. There are many of us who are in those groups of the unfortunate that are working hard to get out of those situations. So I'm in this rant. It's been 7 minutes. I'm just trying to say there is an actual reality of people who love being African, but understand that Africans don't necessarily love us. And we have to work for our own here in the place where we are and uplift this mighty race, because we are genetically modified. We are a different people. That's why we can catch coronavirus. That sounds like a good place to holla. So I'll do it. Bye.